space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
What's up, guys? This is Sheekery! Woo! Hype. I'm Kiri.
I'm Meru.
I'm Panaponica.
I have been and always shall be Alice.
I realize I totally did that backwards this time, but that's fine. We're gonna pretend like I didn't screw that up. So, does somebody want to tell everybody else what we're talking about this week?
Oh my gosh, guys.
Okay.
We're talking about the Trek of Stars. The Trek of Stars.
The Trek of Stars, otherwise known as Star Trek, because why not talk about Star Trek, really?
There's absolutely no reason not to.
Exactly.
Space is the final frontier.
Because sinus?
Sinuses? That's fine.
I have not had the best Monday, okay? Like, you should have seen me this morning at Starbucks. I ordered first a grande. No, I mean a venti. Mocha. Nope, not a mocha. Wait. A mango black tea lemonade. And the poor girl was like, oh, wow, that could have been really bad. Yep, that could have. Thank you for staying with me. And somehow she managed to get my order out of all of that mess. So
It's like,
One time I texted my boss that I want, because he was offering to buy us coffee. And I was like, hey, I'd really love like a tea, ice, passion tea lemonade or whatever to drink and a shot of espresso. And the way he read it off, it sounded like, do the tea with a shot of espresso inside of it. It was awful. It was the worst thing I've ever tasted in my entire life.
So is that like a British car bomb?
I don't know, but if it is, I'm sorry, Britain, that is the worst thing anyone's ever invented.
So I promise this is not the final frontier of sinuses. It's science.
Nuclear vessels!
Okay. Oh my god. I totally have blown this whole podcast up at this point. So should
fine.
we maybe move in? I think we should talk about our favorite series of Star Trek. I keep having to remind myself, don't say Star Wars. Don't screw it up that bad. You're already starting off solid today. Let's not round it out. So, do we want to go through and talk about our favorite Star Trek series, because there's so many of them. And there
seems like a good place to start. Yeah.
So I think legit. Tag, you're it, Kat.
You have
goody for me. So my all-time favorite, which I know almost nobody agrees with me, and I'm totally fine with it, is Star Trek Voyager. And I think part of it is, one, because my name is Catherine, and she's Captain Catherine Janeway, and she's kind of a badass. And I love having that kind of role model type situation. So I've loved her. And I remember it was sort of my first introduction to Star Trek, because right after we moved here, I was in the 7th grade. I didn't have any friends yet. I used to watch, my parents' old TV in our guest bedroom where I was staying, because I didn't have a bed yet. Wah, wah. And I would turn the TV on at night to go to bed, and Voyager would be on. So it was my first friend in Colorado, and it's Captain Catherine Janeway, and it was wonderful.
I do love that one. That's my second favorite.
Yeah, I think she's so great, and I love Tuvok, and I love Kes, and yes. I love all of it, and Seven of Nine, of course. You can't not love Seven of Nine.
Right.
So there's so many great things about this show. Special place in my heart.
Do you have a favorite episode?
Ooh.
You don't have to. I'm just asking.
I don't know that I can pinpoint one off the top of my head. I'm rewatching the entire series right now, and it's absolutely amazing, and I love it.
I
So it's
attempted
cool to like go back and readjust it again.
Yeah, I attempted that with mine. It's too much. I just can't.
Right.
I don't have enough hours in my life.
I have a lot of downtime at work that I can just, maybe catch up on some binge watching. It's fine. This is totally fine.
Nice. Very nice. So, Alice, what about you? Like, what's your favorite series?
I'm gonna have to go with Next Generation.
I totally went the wrong direction because
Yeah, you
agreed. We agreed. Oh my god, it's on my paper.
We're here now.
Now we're here.
We're here
Let's
now.
do it.
It's fun. We've arrived.
So are you? Do you want to also jump in?
Yeah, so that's, we had kind of agreed that we were going to go last because we had done this. We both, said it was our favorite, and we were like, oh, we could talk forever about that. Let's not railroad the other two girls. And, of course, right, because I'm having the most Monday of Mondays.
Well, now that you're in the middle, you'll have to cut it short.
Right.
We've sandwiched you now.
So why do you love it, Alice?
First and foremost, because Riker's got swag, yo. He's got so much swagger.
That he does. Have you seen the montage of, his chair sits?
Yes.
Oh my god, yay!
I love him so much. And I think part of it is, you know how you pick when you're a Doctor Who fan?
Mm-hmm.
Your doctor is usually the first doctor you saw going in.
Yeah.
And no matter what, that's your doctor. So Next Gen was probably my first real memory watching Star Trek. I used to watch it with my dad. And by watch it with my dad, I mean he would make us watch it.
Sounds like my dad.
But it was fine because I loved it. So that's probably why it holds a special place in my heart. And I may or may not have had the biggest crush on Will Wheaton, still have. And, well, he stood next to River Phoenix. That's tell me somebody's old enough to know who that is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Who are you talking to?
No, I love it for the same reasons, and it's because, me and my mom used to, watch, it was like religion in my house, every week we would watch an episode, and oh my god, that was my favorite. Yeah, yes, and it was, so fun, and so that was, what me and my mom connected on, and I don't know, it, rewatching it kind of makes me sad, because then I miss her, and, I remember all, the cool times we had about it, but that's really, same thing, holds a really special place in my heart. And yeah, I never understood the crush on Wesley. I never got that one. That never made sense to me because he just seemed like a whiny little brat, all children. But I loved Captain Picard. Captain Picard was my jam. I was that guy, I need to hang out with that guy all the time.
And he's so if you know how everyone says owls are the symbol of wisdom? No, he is.
He is.
Captain Picard on a branch. No matter what.
Somebody please Photoshop that and tweet it at us.
Anybody for sure. Do
Anybody.
that, please.
At all. At
There were
the
so many,
Sheekery.
especially us watching it at a young age, the stuff that they dealt with, the plot lines, the questions that it raised, and the way he dealt with it was ridiculously respectable. You have to just look at him and just want to be him when you grow up.
Yep. Yeah. My love of science definitely comes from that show. So I think now is a good segue before we keep running off on a tangent to let Maru jump in with her favorite.
I mean, I can explain the love for Will Wheaton.
We'll get to that.
I'm gonna let you finish.
We'll segue back into that.
I'm gonna let you finish. No, seriously, go.
I didn't say my favorite, and it's not one of everybody's favorite, but it was DS9. I don't know why, but it was such a soap opera.
I love the captain in that
space.
too.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I liked him. He was really charismatic.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah, I
really
love
good
his
with it.
voice.
And I don't know. I mean, it's weird because it all mostly takes place on the space station. Like, they're not out exploring so much.
Mhm.
But I think I liked that because it was like a space station, so a lot of things came to them. It was like they were like a hub
Yeah.
for like all these different species. The whole like storyline with Bajor, it got a little weird with like the wormhole aliens,
Yeah.
like the prophets. That stuff got a little weird toward the end. I was like, I don't know if okay, sure, that's a way to end it.
Going down a path I can't follow.
To be
Yeah.
fair, like TNG had the whole Q
Q.
thing that got
Yeah.
super weird too. So you know,
Yeah, Q was
He
crazy.
was like Mr.
Yeah.
Mixie from Superman.
Yeah.
He just like showed up from the fifth dimension, wreaking havoc.
Well, and he was on Voyager too.
yeah.
Q.
Yeah,
and
a little bit.
I just watched the episode where he started the Civil War on Voyager.
See, so they all did something like a little weird. Like, it's kind of questionable. I don't know about that.
Oh, that wonky.
I liked it, and I too when it came out, I was like preteen, and I had the biggest crush on Dr. Julian Bashir.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
So I was like, oh my, I like.
Oh, hello.
I can fist bump that.
Yeah, okay. I had the biggest crush on him. So that's probably what helped my love of that series.
Right.
See, now
You're
I'm trying to
giving me
think
the
of, like, who my
vipers.
like Voyager crushes, because like, well, everyone else had crushes on their shows. And I'm like,
I need a.
I mean, I guess
Janeway is a
Paris.
legit chick to have a crush on.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
have
I mean,
a crush on
she's a
Janeway.
woman crush.
She's my
Wednesday.
lady. She's my lady boss crush.
She's
like,
your lady
yeah.
boss crush. That's
she's my
totally
lady boss.
legit.
But I guess Ensign Paris.
That's
He was
true.
always
Tom,
pretty.
yeah.
Mm.
He was.
Tom Paris was great. He's
I like
totally-
how we're all just sitting here like, oh.
Because at some point this has to devolve into that. I
Right.
mean, if we don't,
Right,
then
we
we
can't
have not fully
science.
explored this.
Can't
Yeah.
science first. We have to get through the hot guys list.
Well, it's funny because like in the original series they had Uhura there, and she was like until they got into that weird like Star Trek 5. That's weird. She was not. Nobody was like, oh, don't give her a phaser because she's a chick. Look at those legs. And here we are sitting here like completely by all of Star Trek.
You know what? They like it. Shh.
We can all have lady crushes too, because I really liked Kira Nerys from DS9. Like, she was BA.
Right.
She had that. She was like 7 of 9 with like the outfit. That I'm like, how is everything? I don't know.
Right?
You
Seriously,
gotta go on.
that outfit defies all the laws of
All
like
laws of
the
gravity.
body.
I'm in a body. It was nice. That was a weird moment that we had, but it's okay. We can move past that now.
You know, I guess mine was you know, I was torn. I liked Deanna, but because she was just gorgeous, right? And she always wore like a slightly different outfit than everybody else.
She still is. I met her at a
Right.
convention, and she is still so gorgeous.
Right. So, but like she had such a soft personality, and I struggle with people with like super soft personalities, like where you're like super lovey and nice, but you're not soft like Deanna Troy was, and so it was like I
Well, she's
don't know.
an empath. She can't help it.
Right.
Super lovey, but I also will bury bodies.
Right. Right. She was
Which
not
is
like
fine.
a bury bodies with your friend kind of chick.
I don't.
like-
yeah, I don't
she's
think
like,
Deanna
let's-
Troy would do that.
She's more the let's talk about why you want to bury the
Let's
bodies.
talk
not
about
like
what you made you feel like you needed to murder this person.
Yes. I also have an interesting tidbit that I just remembered. There is going to be another Star Trek series coming out sometime this year. You
Cool.
did not know that. It's Star Trek Discovery, and it's going to take place 10 years before the original Star Trek, and it's with the USS Discovery.
Oh,
So,
That'd be kind of cool.
yeah,
That is
it's coming
cool.
out on, what was it? It's CBS On Demand or something like that. So it's like a streaming service.
Huh.
But
I'm
I'm
interested.
interested. I know, I'm interested.
I'm skeptical because
color me
right.
intrigued.
Yeah, CBS All Access. That's what it's supposed to come out sometime this year. So
Oh,
we'll
very
see.
cool.
I don't know.
So, before all of this, we were kind of perusing Think Geek because that's kind of where we love to get all of our nerd gear. And we started talking about, like, all the stuff that they're kind of offering on the site that's not just the clothes, but, like, the legit, like, stuff. And we wanted to talk about tonight kind of, like, the tech that's been spawned by Star Trek and you know, what's kind of... that... That, by the way, exists. Just pointing that out. I was gonna lead with the communicator badge, but that's fine.
There was an opening and I took it.
Have you looked up the phaser?
I am holding the phaser.
Yeah, but have you looked up that that's a real thing?
No.
Really?
That thing exists. Yeah, now we're looking it up. So they've done. The military has done some work with energy weapons that send like electromagnetic pulses at people to like stop them in their tracks. So phaser beams exist.
Yep. I had the shot. There was no danger.
Well, you missed. No.
Essentially,
no, this is Star Trek, not Star Wars.
I'm not a red shirt. So you missed. No. Well, at least I didn't die. Let's put it that way. I got hit and like did hit. Super fake.
But did you die?
No.
But did you die?
No, because I that's a good segue into one of the other ones. What was the other one someone else was mentioning earlier?
Oh, torpedo coffins.
Yes.
That's not where I was going, but let's go with that.
That's where I was going.
It still makes sense, though.
She went straight to burying bodies in space.
Yes.
This is fine.
That's exactly where I
There
go.
are whales here.
So tell us about the coffins.
I think maybe you were going into hyposprays.
I was totally going that way, so you could kind of do both. Like, what happens when the hypospray doesn't
apparently, work? Apparently, there are people, I don't know what company it is, but trying to make, they haven't made them yet, yes, as of like, it was supposed to be 2009, but as of the writing of this article, and I don't know when this article was written, could have been forever ago, they don't have them yet, but torpedo coffins. A coffin shaped like a torpedo.
That's
so if
amazing.
you want to, you know, like what they sent Spock in when he died.
I'm having one.
And if you don't like that, if you want to be cremated, apparently this company is also going to come out with Star Trek urns. So you can get
I feel like that's super dangerous, though, for, like, future space travelers, right? There's just random, like...
There's already so much space junk.
Yeah, but, like, random, gigantic, human-sized bullet things coming at spaceships now. Like, that sounds...
It doesn't say that they will shoot you into space.
It's fine.
Oh,
it doesn't say shoot you into space.
Well,
I think it's just something you can get.
What's the point of that then? Like,
I don't really. It's like I want to be shot into space.
If I'm gonna buy the I know I'm arguing two separate ends.
But can we be shot into Russia?
But like, oh my god.
Just like I'm gonna argue both. Okay.
If you're gonna pay for the coffin, you should be shot in space. But don't buy the coffin because nobody wants flying space bullets in space. Like, that's just bad. Human-sized space bullets.
Human-sized space bullets. So before you get to the coffin, we can go back to hypo sprays.
Right.
Which they do have. I've actually seen these before. That's they're just a hypodermic injector. They're called jet injectors in the real world.
Ooh.
But it's essentially... make sure I read this right. It's air pressure. So the air pressure shoots the liquid vaccine deep enough into the skin that no needle is required. I think they're mostly used for vaccinations. They're designed for mass vaccinations so that they can do them quickly. And I've actually seen something used similarly for diabetics.
Nice.
They're not cheap. They're not like something you could probably just go buy for your standard medication. But they do have them. There's no needles to pass infectious diseases.
Well, you know, that could be like a new phase of the anti-vaxxer debate, is like it goes into like anti-hypo sprays or something like that.
Right.
Maybe that'll catch on as a trend. Like, I have a hypo spray.
Yeah. The thing is they're not like those cool like little things they have on Star Trek. They look like an automotive gun. So they're not like these like cute little. They're like it's like a paint gun.
We're just gonna launch stuff into you.
We're just gonna launch medication into your body. That sounds like it would hurt. I know this is no needles, but it still sounds like it would hurt.
Right.
It still has to get under your skin. Still has to penetrate your skin.
Yeah, it doesn't sound comfortable at all.
It sounds like being shot with a paint gun.
Well, Okay,
Hold
two
still.
things. One,
Point
it
blank
was not
range.
being delivered by Carl Urban.
I mean,
Maybe.
for the sake of argument, we could say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Then okay.
She's like, I could deal with that. The pain is fine.
And also, how do we feel about adding 3D printers to the list of like sort of Star Trek style technology?
Actually, on one of the articles I was reading about, the number one thing is talking about food replicators. And you can 3D print food.
Oh.
I'm sure it
Why
probably...
don't I have one in my room?
Why don't I have one sitting right next to me right now?
You can't order Earl Grey hot from it yet, but like...
But can you order red wine slightly room temperature?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I'm pretty
no.
sure it's like solids.
You could 3D print the cup and then pour the wine into it.
There you go.
How about cake by the ocean?
Cake by the ocean.
I mean, if you
Specifically
took a
by the
3D
ocean.
printer to the ocean, then maybe.
See, it's possible.
Yes.
Have printer will travel.
Exactly.
I just see you like with this bulky like 3D printer like walking down
Carrying it on my back.
like with a really long extension cord coming from some random person's house. Like, can I
Like,
plug
this is
in?
fine.
Excuse me, beat French property people. Can I just plug this in?
I need to
I just need
plug
to
in my
borrow your
3D
electricity
printer.
for a while.
I need to make cake by the ocean. It's fine.
Do you also have 300 feet of extension cord I could borrow?
And it run on an electric battery? Like, rip the battery out of a Tesla.
Just slap that on the
Right.
side of it.
We have solar power now. Can't they figure that out?
I think we just came up with a new thing.
Yeah?
Right
Somebody
now.
call Elon Musk.
Somebody tweeted him.
Like, I will sell you this idea for a Tesla.
Thanks.
I'm not asking for much.
It's just a token, a trifle, really.
that and one of those gigantic house batteries, please.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Those two things.
I think one of my favorites on the list is that Universal Translator they had.
Oh, that thing is so cool.
There are apps now that will either you can hold your phone up and take use the camera. It doesn't technically, you can do it a couple ways. There's some that take a picture and there's some that just like kind of live stream from your camera and will translate the words on the screen for you. So if you see a sign that's in a different language, you hold your camera up to it and it'll like go through and like translate the words on your screen. It's kind of cool.
I've seen that. That's actually really cool.
I'd be curious to see how like accurate it is, for sure.
It's actually really accurate. We did this
Does
with
it
a
have
board
to
game
be
one
set
time.
like a police box? Asking for a friend.
Say
What
that
did
one
you
more
have?
time.
Yeah,
I said, but does it have a case that looks like a police box?
Well, I mean, if your phone has a case that looks like a police box, then yes.
Done.
There you go.
Which I usually do have a police box at my phone case.
I said asking for a friend. You're the friend.
So,
Yay!
Yay!
so we just need to download this app to Cat's phone. It's fine.
This is fine.
And then go somewhere that has
My
signs
birthday
in
is
other
coming
languages.
up, guys. This is fine.
Well, and there's other ones that will translate voice, too. So, like, you speak into it, and it'll kind of, flip-flop into whatever language that you need it to. So they have, like, universal translators now, that's one of my favorite things.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. I like that.
I wanted that desperately as a kid. Like, I just wanted to go travel the world and just, like, speak to my whatever and have somebody, like, hear what I said in whatever language they were speaking. That was, like, such a thing I wanted to do as a child because I was a weird child.
And that's why we love you.
I want to be a police captain so I can tell people to set their tasers to stun.
I like it.
While we're talking about being weird.
She's like, wow.
The
That
taser
would be
is kind
so
of pretty,
cool.
like, the taser's going to be the closest thing I can think of to a phaser right now. As far as,
Something
Stunning's
out on the market, yeah.
that's not murdering someone that
Right.
you can get pretty easily.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't disintegrate well, I don't know. I don't know how long, if you push the button for a really long time, can you disintegrate someone? But
That's a good question.
But, I mean, I think a taser is a pretty good substitute.
Right?
Mhm.
For me, because if I had an actual phaser, all the disintegration.
Right.
I know this about myself, and that's why I shouldn't have one.
Well, that's why you set it to stun.
You have permastun.
But do it.
They're gonna create laws for phasers just because of you. All phasers must remain in stun at all times.
All taser phasers.
All taser phasers.
Taser, phaser, phaser,
And we
taser.
make a taser that looks like a phaser.
I don't see why not.
We could
I wouldn't be surprised if they have that.
Elon Musk.
Keep tweeting. Just tweet for days.
So somebody needs to talk about the communicator badge. Because
I feel like
Sheekery, you've been so excited about the phaser
You
badge.
wanted it so badly. I feel like it's got to go to you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They have one on ThinkGeek that works with Bluetooth and your phone.
That's so
Guys!
freaking amazing.
You could take calls from your communicator badge.
And we should all have one.
I want to sit in like a meeting at work and then have my phone ring and just like hit the little thing and like take a phone call from my communicator badge because why not?
Because you absolutely should have to do that. That
Right.
seems amazing.
And then, you know, they have the little flippy one from like the original series, but that one's like $150. And so, you know, I'm cheap and I would rather go for
I'm
the
sorry, did you say 150?
150.
150?
150.
Is that what you're
150.
saying? Is 150?
150.
Fitty.
How much was it?
150.
150.
Actually, $149.99, but it's basically 150.
150. Okay. All right. I okay. Okay.
Plus tax.
Plus tax. And shipping and handling. So not 150.
Like 170 fitty.
170 fitty. It'll be 450 and 55 cents.
But you get geek points.
That's
And
true.
Bitcoins.
How many though?
Fitty.
150.
Well, I know if you ordered those, you could get a free pin set, by the way.
And 55 things. This is life now. Just so everyone knows. This is fine.
This is fine.
Uh,
Come on, Maru. I know you've got to have more on your list of really cool things.
Oh, things that Star Trek is actually a really cool thing is they do have technology similar to Geordi's visor.
What?
oh, cool.
So
Yeah,
they
oh, a
have
banana clip from the 80s.
Sure,
banana
that.
clip. The banana.
Oh, yeah,
clip.
aren't they doing those glasses now that help people see color when you're colorblind, too?
They do have those, but apparently in 2005, a team of scientists made it says they successfully implanted a small chip behind the retina of blind rats that enabled them to pass a vision recognition test.
Huh.
Wow.
So they're basically calling them bionic eyes, and
Oh, were all the rats named Jordy.
I hope so. I hope at least one was. It doesn't say that.
That's kind of
I
all.
feel like if they didn't at least name one of them Geordie, they have missed an opportunity.
They probably
Like,
had
terribly.
You know, or if they didn't do that, then at the very least they needed to name all of, you know, because they did like the numbers and the letters for like the different mice, like at least name them all after like different, you know, ship numbers.
That would be good.
At the very
Yeah.
least.
At the very least. It doesn't say that. I could research it more.
Any test subject
But-
1701?
Just email them, be like, we need an update for our podcast. What did you name your mice?
Apparently it won't restore like full sight. So it's like, it says if a person has like 2400 sight, which is essentially blind, it'll give them like 2080. So it's not enough to like pass a driving test, but enough that they could live a semi-normal life.
So
Right, that's cool though.
we were just talking at work, kind of like, we're in this big planning meeting and like going through this whole design phase and stuff like that at work. And we were just talking today about how Google's working on these lenses that, you know, like contact lenses that will allow you to see, like, you know, virtual 3D things. Because we were talking about, like, new ways that people are going to have to interface with our product, and we were talking about kind of like, you know, there was Google Glasses, and there's holograms, and there's Alexa, and there's Google Home, and all these other ways that people might eventually interact with products. And so that had came up, that the contact lenses are a thing that Google is working on now.
Wow.
Freaked me out.
Yeah, that would...
I just thought 3D things like,
that'd be
like,
weird.
I mean, you see everything in 3D, but if it was something that wasn't actually there.
This all just reminds me of, like, I watched that show on Netflix, Dark Mirror,
Yeah.
and all of this just sounds like
Black Mirror?
so close. Or yeah, Black Mirror. Sorry,
Oh,
yeah. Where that oh god, like
That
all
show's
this stuff is
trippy.
just terrifying for the future now.
The one with,
because
like,
of that show.
where you rate everybody and you're... That one's
Yeah,
terrifying. I was
right?
like, oh god, I would be living in the slums.
Oh,
It's so scary.
yeah, that was terrifying. That, you know, that's why, you know, when we were down in San Antonio and I found out that guy could rate, like, the Uber driver could rate us, I was like, oh my god. Then I got all worried about, like, what was my rating?
What did I give him?
So that's
nice?
literally where we're headed. Like, this is our life now.
Because
I think
that, like,
that's where we're
I
headed.
had just watched that episode before we went down there, and then, like, he's like, you give me 5 star, I give you 5 star. And I was like, why would you give me 5 stars? Like, you drove me, dude. Okay, so, for one, right? And fine, I'll give you 5 stars because I'm a nice person, and you got us to the place that we wanted to go. But, like, what are you rating me for? And then I looked it up, and sure enough, like, they rate you.
I know.
That's scary.
In
Actually,
Soviet Uber, driver rate you.
I just feel
He's
eventually-
This is fine.
Eventually, that's what's going to happen, though. Like, you're going to meet a stranger, and they're going to have their phone, and you're like, I'm sorry, I love you. Can you give me 5 stars?
I wouldn't survive in that world.
I wouldn't either.
That's just,
You
I'm...
already lived in that world? I saw you at Applebee's.
What about Applebee's?
How did you rate my Applebee's experience?
I see you eat Applebee's. I also eat
It was
Applebee's.
3.5 stars. Yeah. You chewed with your mouth open occasionally. It was awkward.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the world we already live in. You know what I'm talking about, Kat. The guy that
I
came
do
up to
too.
my booth. That was because I think I was at Applebee's with you.
Oh, right.
And he was like, I saw you at Applebee's. Do you like Applebee's? Do you want to go to Applebee's?
I remember, yeah, because that was when we went to, we went to Applebee's and sat at the bar, and that guy kept talking to us.
Because
he's like-
people live online so much right now. Like, that's already our lives. They already know everything about you before they walk up to you.
That is slightly terrifying. Though I can't say I'm one of those people that cyberstalks people just a little bit. So.
Right.
Oh, I cyberstalk you too.
Aw, I'm so sweet. Not at all creepy.
This is fine.
This is fine. So what else is on the list of, like, cool things?
Let's see. So the visor, torpedo coffins. That's still my favorite. Oh, telepresence. They talk about how, what is it? Like the visual aspect is important and immersion is vital. What is it? The illusion of telepresence. Like the
Video
people are there.
conferencing and stuff like
yeah,
that.
it's more than just, it says it's more than just video conferencing. In 2008, AT&T teamed up with Cisco in delivering the industry's first in-depth telepresence experience, where you like have with video and audio. There's like a person there in the room with you, like a hologram kind of, and that's just I don't think I've ever seen this in real life.
Oh, no, one of the airports does this.
Where you have like the actual like people.
Yeah.
They're
Wasn't
talking.
it San Antonio?
I don't know.
I don't recall. Maybe
Don't they
though.
have, like, the little hologram thing that stands there and talks to you? And it's weird because, like, you move and it, like, follows you. It's like the whole hologram, like, turns and you're just like, that's awkward. Why are you moving? Don't look at me like that.
I'm literally just thinking about Jurassic World right now, with all the
Yes!
dinosaurs.
That.
Yes.
I swear it had to have been the airport in San Antonio, I think, does it. I can't remember. I've been to so many of them now. I don't know. I think it's that one, though.
It makes me think of Time Machine with like the librarian that kept following him around.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's creepy. But
Yeah.
he was in like a piece of glass.
Yeah,
so it
real
wasn't just,
holograms
like,
are scary. I don't like them.
That just sounds terrifying. I don't think we need that.
Right. Could you not look at me
I
like
don't
that?
think that's the thing.
No, see, I would
we
just like to
need.
be a hologram. Can I send my hologram to work
That would be cool.
That would
and
be nice
stay
if you
home
could do
and
that.
play Minecraft?
Right. That would be, because, my company, we have a lot of telecommuters, which means that when we start up, especially planning sessions like we're doing, like we have to video conference them in and we have to point their face at the whiteboard so they can see what everybody else is seeing. Plus, like, it's hard when you're at home and away from the group because then you don't pick up on, like, minute, like, body language things and, like, it gets harder doing conversation online versus in person. There's a little bit more of a challenge there. And so, like, that would be kind of cool to be able to, like, holographically show up at work.
Right?
That's just where we're going. Where we're all gonna raid each other and no one's gonna go anywhere.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I'm okay with that.
Right.
We're basically turning into Wall-E now.
Yeah, but, like, you get to people without actually peopling.
Just gonna sit in our floaty chairs and eat cupcakes out of cups. And
So true.
I totally
really
did
fat.
not have cupcakes today.
Was it in a cup though?
It was in one of the little things that cupcakes come in, so kind of. Cupcake cups?
So kind of. We're already there.
It's like
We're
a
already
K-cup,
living
but
Wall-E.
different.
Right.
Like a K-cup, right?
It's not at all like a K-cup.
There's no, coffee inside of it, but it's fine.
You'd have to be a mosquito to get it out of a K-cup.
Oh, you just rip the little foil thing off.
Yeah, it's just like, poop. Or
Yeah.
you, like, microwave it, and a cupcake just forms
Oh,
inside of the cup.
you can do that. You can make microwave brownies.
See?
Yeah, this is true.
And
They're
you're
not
supposed to make it in... Oh, I don't imagine they are, but, like, you can make it in, like, a coffee cup.
I've seen that. I've seen people do that, like the Pinterest thing, and then it turns out and it's like still not cooked.
My favorite is the Pinterest fails.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of them. Just like it was still liquid in the cup. This is not working.
Just get a straw. It's fine.
Perfect.
Just like licking the batter bowl, but more intense. This is all it is. It's batter.
So come on. Somebody's got to mention the one that's video game related.
Video
Anybody.
game related?
Any takers?
Video game related?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What are some of the cool new things that people
like the
are
holodeck?
using?
Oh, like virtual reality?
Yes! Somebody! Woohoo!
I was like, are you talking about that video game where you get to, or that virtual game where you get to like be on the board?
Yes! So
That thing.
any of the
That
VR
thing.
stuff, right? Or like, holograms and things. We've talked about all of these things.
Yeah.
I'm
I just
literally
say-
just singing, like, Jamarquay in my head. Virtual insanity. This is fine.
Uh,
I have to say, virtual reality is cool. It's also the first time I tried it, it terrified me.
which one did you do? Did you do the little, like, Google Cardboard kind of virtual reality that you stick your phone
No.
in, or?
No, when we went to E3, we tested the Oculus
Oh,
with the
yeah.
touch with the hand controllers.
Oh.
I played a game called Climb, where you're literally scaling like the side of a mountain
Nope.
over water, and it freaked me out so bad. I was like, "This
Nope,
is
nope,
not
nope.
cool. This is not
Nope,
cool."
nope, nope.
Nope.
If you have any fear of heights,
Nope.
it's
Nope
so
rope.
it's so immersive. It's scary.
So
Sounds like it.
I filmed Tavi playing with one of these VR headsets that you stick your phone into, right? And
Right? Yeah.
so it was this really cool one that was like made out of like yoga mat material, but they had this corresponding little like square cube that came with it that was like an extra add-on or whatever, but it connected to the headset, and it would be cool, like you could like build a Minecraft world on this like little cube, or like
Oh, that's cool.
you could view a heart and twist and turn the heart around, so it was like this part, like tangible thing, but like inside the HoloLens it turned into this like cool little like 3D, I don't know, weird thing you could twist and turn around at the same time. That was kind of one of the coolest things I've seen so far.
That's
It is
amazing.
pretty awesome. Yeah. That seems awesome.
And then
Well, they're making virtual reality so affordable now. Like you can just get those things for your phone.
oh yeah,
Just like the little headset.
me and Goat got one from his mom for Christmas, and it's one of those, you know, it's not Google Cardboard, it's not that cheap, but I'm assuming it probably didn't cost that much, but you just slip your phone into it, and you close the little thing, and it's weird at first, because it's like this, when you're kind of looking into it, but not have your face fully on it, and it focused, like, it's this double vision kind of thing that it does, but the apps are really fun. I was running around as a dinosaur. I was having so much fun running around as a dinosaur.
Well, that's awesome.
That's awesome. I'm a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
What's that one with the Batman animation?
Dinosaur.
Thank you.
Get on the floor.
Everybody do the dinosaur.
So it was this little enclosed area, but yeah, you're just like running around as a dinosaur, and it was so cool. You're like, oh my god, go dinosaur run.
Oh, I'm a dinosaur.
Run for me, I'm a dinosaur.
That's my favorite thing on the list, I think, because come on, video games.
Yeah. Virtual reality is so cool. What they can do with it now, it's crazy. I don't feel like we're that far from holo. I mean, essentially, you can have a holodeck because you can have a room.
Yeah.
That's dedicated, you know, to a virtual reality, and then you just walk in and it's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I feel like it would need to be a padded room.
Oh yeah. I love watching people play on virtual reality that like run into stuff in their room, like bookshelves and like people.
Yeah, it definitely has to be an empty
have
room.
a trusted spotter.
Yeah. Which thankfully, when I tried the Oculus, there was somebody in the room with me.
Well, I mean, they have is it the Oculus that also has that little, like, self-contained thing where you're on this, like, bowl thing, so you can, like, run in it, and it's got you strapped into a little harness that you can...
Have the Omni treadmill.
That.
Yeah.
So they have that, right? That's a good answer to not running around a room bumping into all the walls.
That's true. If you have, like, a few $1,000s to buy this huge treadmill thing.
Right. I don't know where I'd put it in my house.
It's like the size of like 4 treadmills.
But like, cool story, bro.
It is pretty cool.
You
Like,
have to build a room just for it.
Right.
This is all just leading me into like a 50 Shades of Grey reference. Like, you guys just keep talking. It's like, I have very specific tastes. And you have your playroom is just for virtual reality. This is why.
Well, in the movie, they do use the line, "Do you want to see my playroom?" And she's like, "Where do you keep your Xbox and junk?"
Yeah. That is true.
You can't see me, but I rolled my eyes.
Well, it's fine, because yes, it's where I keep my Xbox and junk.
And my virtual insanity.
We just call the room Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai. This is my Jamiroquai room. Welcome.
But you know, when you fail, it's gotta rickroll you, though. So, like, you can have the Jamiroquai song, but, like, I think when you fail, the song that plays has gotta be a rickroll.
Oh god, yeah. That's pretty much perfect.
Never gonna let you down.
But you did. You let it down.
The song won't let you down.
That's true.
Ever.
The song won't let you down.
Because you're in a treadmill.
Rick Astley will never let me down. He's always there for me, even
Rick
when I don't want him.
He's never gonna give you up.
He's never, ever going to give me up.
Rick Astley is goals.
Rick Astley is goals, man. If we could all just strive to have men like Rick Astley.
Oh my god. And on
Guys,
that...
people listening, just know that that's the goal. That's really all it takes.
Just never give me up and never let me down.
Definitely don't run around.
Yeah, and
or
forget
desert you.
The story.
Or desert me.
But you are free to bring me dessert.
Yes, please bring me the dessert. Just don't desert.
Have dessert, for sure.
That's perfect.
On that fine note, I'm Kiri.
I'm Meru.
I'm Panda Podacat.
I'm Alice.
And this is Sheekery. Bye, guys.
Bye.